Hey there, friends! My name is Desiree, aka Mama Friendly, and I'm trying something a little different this year when it comes to our homeschooling. All of the main information is going to be found in the very first video of this series, which I'll link up here in case you've missed it. But the Cliff's Notes version is that I've been homeschooling my son his entire life. He's 9 years old and on the autism spectrum. He has nonverbal autism along with a few other medical diagnoses. My son also has a complete and absolute undying love for all things Disney, much like his mama. So this year I thought it would be fun to give our unit studies a little bit of a Disney twist. So every 2 weeks this year we're going to start a new unit study based on a Disney ride, movie, character, etc. We're going to be doing our academic work around that theme, but also at least one cooking activity and at least one art activity. So in these videos, I want to show you guys some of the things that we do to fit the theme, and I have a Pinterest board pertaining to each of the themes. And so along with every single one of these videos, there's going to be a link in the description box to that particular theme's Pinterest board. So make sure that you check those out because I am only showing you some of the things that we're getting into every week, but the board is going to have more activities and also activities for kids of different ages and different abilities. So with all that being said, let's get into our theme. So for Beauty and the Beast in the parks, there's actually loads and loads of options. This was pre-COVID, so I'm not sure actually if this show still is a thing, but they have a full Beauty and the Beast musical show at Disney's Hollywood Studios here in Florida. And it's like Broadway style. Like, it is such a good show, and as you can see, it's live actors, etc. I know that Disney Entertainment took a big hit when COVID came about, and so I don't know how many shows are still going on, and this one specifically, like I said, I'm not sure about, but you can find it on YouTube if you're interested in checking it out anyways. It's a beautiful show. And I actually just realized that this was a thing while I was researching this on YouTube, but apparently the France Pavilion at Epcot, also in Disney World, Florida, has a Beauty and the Beast themed sing-along attraction. I had no idea. So there you go. And this is definitely still going on because this video is just from last month. So this is an alternative if you want to see a Beauty and the Beast musical in the parks and the Hollywood Studios one is not going on. We also have Enchanted Tales with Belle at Magic Kingdom at Disney World in Florida. And this is sort of an interactive story time. I've actually never done this myself personally. I'd rather spend my time at the parks doing actual rides rather than shows or attractions. But as you can see, the animatronics are really impressive. And if I'm not mistaken, there's actually a real Belle, a face character, that reads the story of Beauty and the Beast to all the kiddos and everybody else that's there. Just the animatronics, though, I think are enough for me to want to do this at least once in person. Again, I'm not sure if this falls into the entertainment realm, so I don't know if because it's in closed quarters and a lot of people just sitting around getting read to is maybe not the most COVID-friendly thing, if this is currently available if you were to go to the parks right now. But again, you can watch it online, and I think this actually looks pretty cool. And speaking of Beauty and the Beast at the Magic Kingdom, this was obviously pre-COVID, look at that line, oh my goodness. But they have the Beauty and the Beast restaurant, the Beast's Castle, yeah, Be Our Guest, that's what it's called, there you go. But this is definitely an experience. I have eaten there before at least twice, and I liked it very much. I definitely cared for the ambiance more than I cared for the food, but that's just sometimes how it goes at Disney World. Definitely a must-do at least once, and if you're trying to get your Beauty and the Beast fix, I can't think of a better way, or at least a more immersive one. This was the only Beauty and the Beast themed ride I found, and it's in Tokyo Disney, and this actually just opened this year. This opened in late September 2020, and it appears to be a dark ride. Wow. This moves really, really fast. There is Lumiere, and once again, the animatronic technology, if I could compare it to anything, I'd say it's a lot like Frozen, because they're using both the animatronics and the screen or projectors for the facial movements. Really, really impressive. I don't know if there's any plans to bring this ride to Disney World. I don't think so. I haven't heard anything like that. Wow, that just happened. Okay, this is super cool looking. So if you and your family are planning a trip to Tokyo, this is something you could look forward to and get your fix of Beauty and the Beast there. Number 1 is brown. Can you find 1? Where's 1? Look, 1. So you go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. That's 1, 1. Look, where's 1? 1, 1, 1. Okay, now look. 2. 2 is this color. Oops. Where's 2? Look, 2. Wow. Oh, you're circling them. But look, you color the whole thing. You go, meow, 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 meow. And look over here. 2, 2. Okay, look. 3 is yellow. Where's yellow? Yellow. The dress is 3. Look, 3. Oh, wow, buddy, that's so good. Good job. That was yellow, the dress. And now, blue for all of this. Oh. Here, now you could do blue for everything else. For 4. Yeah, 4 is blue. Wow, that's it. That's how you do it. Oh, good job. Look how pretty. Count, look. Let's count Belle. Okay? We're going to count Belle. Let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that it? Oh, 6. We almost missed one. That's right, 6. 6. Good. So the art activity I wanted to do this week is just making some stamp art basically, but we're going to use the butt of the celery to make little roses. Don't you worry, the rest of the celery got put away for broth for some other time. I'm just going to put some red paint on a plate so that it's easier for the kiddo to kind of stamp into. We've got some yellow paper because when I think Beauty and the Beast, I think yellow and red. And I'm just helping him gather up some paint and use the celery kind of as a stamp. And the more paint that was on it, kind of the less realistic it looked. It started to look much prettier towards the end, but he had a lot of fun with this activity actually. I actually read a paper that I believe was like a college thesis or something. If I could find it, I'll make sure to put it in the description box of this video. But somebody went out of their way to write a very detailed and I have to say very convincing paper on why Gaston is actually the good guy. And yeah, you just have to read it for yourself. I'll do my best to find it so that I can link it for you guys, but worth a read for sure. I absolutely loved this movie when I was a kid. I was a brunette bookworm myself, and so I really related to Belle. The most iconic musical number of any Disney movie, I think. I mean, they even named a restaurant after it. It's remarkable the things that they used to do with animation. Like, obviously they do equally impressive things now, but I feel like with computers, it's a different skill, and it's not to say that one is easier than the other. I wouldn't know either way because I can neither draw nor animate on a computer, so I'm not the person to make that comparison. But when you consider that they had to draw all of this by hand, and they were able to create all this, that's just kind of remarkable, isn't it? I am very excited about this, much more excited than my son is going to be, that's for sure. I was going to make him, or I was going to have him help me make slime for our sensory activity this week. And I wanted to use glitter glue because I felt like that would make the most sense for like Belle's dress. But the glitter glue that I was trying to buy wasn't going to be in stock for like another month. So I figured it'll be easier and cheaper to just buy it ready-made on Etsy. And that way I'm also helping support a small business. And regardless, he's going to get the sensory input because we're going to be using the slime. So I got this from Slimeo, S-L-I-M-E-O. And it was very cheap, I think. It's super cute because it has little plastic roses inside. So again, it's very reminiscent, I guess is the word I'm looking for, of Belle's dress in the dance scene, the dining room scene. It also came with a little baggie of white powder, and I was very confused as to what it was or why it was there. So I messaged the shop owner and she let me know that that is borax. So if the slime gets a little too liquidy, I can add some of this back into it to help get it back to its normal elasticity. She also says that if it gets a little too firm, you can just heat it, and with the heat of your hands, it'll get back to its regular form. So I have a feeling my son is not going to enjoy this. Slime is one of those textures that's still a little out there for him. But he might surprise me, and I think it'll be fun all the same, so let's give it a try. Look at this. You wanna poke it? Poke. What's that? Oh, you just want to close it already? Wait. It's a lot bouncier than I thought it was going to be. It's a lot firmer. Let's see. Mommy's just going to play with it. You don't have to touch it if you don't want. Mommy wants to see what it's about, though. Let's see. Come on out, slime. Look at this. Whoa. Oh, I guess that's what she meant. This is very firm. Oh, and I am getting covered in glitter. I did not expect that somehow. For some reason, it didn't occur to me that that might happen. I personally don't exactly love to be covered in glitter, so that was an unforeseen consequence. I'm trying to get to the flowers, but they seem to have all sunk to the bottom. Papa, look! Look at how pretty these flowers. Let's see how many there are. I see 4. Oh, I feel another one. Here's 5. Oh, good touching it. That's okay. If that's all you want to do, that's okay. Whoa. Look at that pretty red flower we found. Yeah. Okay, we'll put it back. Are we all done with this? Yes? All done. Okay, we'll be all done with this. For our cooking activity this week, we decided to go into our French cooking radish kit and make some cream puffs. They're supposed to be chocolate dipped, but we decided not to go that route. And of course, I altered them so that they'd be gluten and dairy free. We're preheating our oven to 400 and greasing up a muffin tin. It says to use 6, but I ended up getting 9 out of them, so just grease the whole thing. We're going to add half a cup of water, 4 tablespoons of coconut oil, although the recipe calls for butter, and a pinch of salt to a medium pot. We're going to heat it over medium-high heat until the oil is melted and everything is boiling. Ooh, steamy. Okay, so we're going to add half a cup of flour. You can use regular flour. We're using a gluten-free blend. And once you've thrown that into the water, you're going to stir with a rubber spatula until a thick paste forms. Once you get to that consistency, you're going to keep cooking for at least 1 minute, mixing constantly the whole time until a smooth ball of dough forms and basically the dough pulls away from the sides of the pot. Now that our dough has reached the proper texture, I'm going to crack 2 eggs into a large bowl and whisk them up. We are then going to add the dough to the egg and mix until everything comes together and the dough's completely smooth. You might feel like this is never going to happen, but I promise if you just keep mixing, it will. By George, we've done it. Okay, so now you can take your greased muffin tins, and it says to divide the batter between 6 muffin cups, filling each about halfway. I tried to do that, but filling them each halfway left me with way more batter than I needed, so I went ahead and did 9 altogether. Put them in the oven at 400 degrees and bake them for 30 minutes until they puff up and they're a deep golden brown. So this is what they look like when they're done. You can see they're nice and poofy. You want to let them cool for at least 10 minutes. And the original recipe says that you could use ice cream for this. You could, of course, decide to make your own creme pâtissier. I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly, probably not. But I decided to go for some dairy-free Cool Whip instead, and it was so good. Alright friends, with that, our Beauty and the Beast homeschool theme is coming to a close. I had a suspicion that the slime was not going to be his favorite thing, and I was right. I think maybe we might wait before we try that texture again. That's kind of a big leap to make from a sensory perspective for my kiddo. What he really enjoyed, more than I expected him to, was the celery art. And some of those roses came out very rose-like. I was impressed. I didn't expect it to work as well as it did. The real standout activity though has to be the cream puffs. I have been so intimidated to even try making a pot au choux my whole life. And here comes my kiddo just nailing it on the first go. Everyone in the household loved them. They were gone in an instant, and I heard not one complaint about them being gluten or dairy free. Plus the kiddo had fun making them, and that's always the most important thing. Overall, I'm definitely really happy with how this unit study turned out. Now remember, as always, I have a link in the description box to the Pinterest board that pertains to this theme, and even after we complete our theme, I'm constantly adding to the boards in case I might want to try it again someday. The boards are ever evolving with activities for kiddos of all ages and all abilities, so make sure you come back and check them often. And if you do any of these themed activities in your homeschool, I'd love to hear how they go for you. Make sure you let me know in the comments. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I hope you'll please give it a big thumbs up. I'd also love it if you'd subscribe and click that notification bell because I post at least 3 times a week and I wouldn't want you to miss a minute. Thanks so much again for watching. Bye!